Hello, Laura.
Hi, Mark. How are you?
Good. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year to you too, sir. What's happening?
Oh my gosh, it's the year started like super hard. There's tons of stuff on the go. We're busy.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure you guys feel the same because you've got your conference coming up soon, right?
Yeah, Upworld. I didn't realize it was in so many places.
Good day, folks. How are you?
Hi, Paul. How are you this morning?
Hello, Paul.
Hey, I need to set something up because I can't hear you. Just a moment.
Ah,
All right. I think I set my stuff correctly.
another like a 7 a.m. call, right?
There. Yeah, 7 a.m. call.
Yep.
And I did get internet back late last
That's
night.
great. What's going on with your internet, Paul?
Oh, it's the ice storm.
Oh, okay. And how are things starting to clear out there? Yes or no?
Yeah, I mean the ice is gone, but the all the down trees and residual effects. Like I think there's still probably 2 or 3 thousand people without power in the area
Mm-hmm.
that have been going on like a week without power.
Mm. I'm sorry. Do you need anything?
No, no, I'm good.
Okay.
Now that I have internet, so
That's all you need,
Internet, highest priority.
right?
yeah, I even had when the power went out, I even had internet for a while because of my UPS, my backup, my battery backup. But um, yeah,
Were you outside chopping wood next to your UPS?
no,
Sorry.
I was outside hooking up my generator and next to my UPS, plugging it
Right.
back in.
Then power
Good
back
thing
into.
it's a good thing you already have the beard.
Mm-hmm.
You're out there roughing it with your UPS and your generator. That's why you have a UPS and generator. My husband would be impressed with your pluck.
Yeah, that's why I have a UPS and a generator.
You need it actually for your job
I
if you're
do.
going to work from home. It's actually essential stuff.
Yeah, the ability to work from anywhere is so helpful in our line of work.
It
Well,
is
that's
true.
but
Yeah. Good
I
morning,
think
John. How are
it's
you?
more and more.
Good morning, Paul. Hi, everyone.
Hello,
I
John.
Don't know if May is going to make it or not. I know that. Um, so I have three things on the agenda today. One is the white paper. Two is the session at One Summit. And the third one is the time of this meeting. So those are the three that I've got. Anybody have any others?
MWC.
MWC. Okay. Oh, looks like Sridhar's doing.
And we don't have dates yet for SmartNIC Summit, right, Paul?
No, I haven't received anything from them, so I need to go reach out to Lance and team to
Yeah.
figure out what the plan is there. I have not heard anything from them
Okay.
about that yet.
Hi, good morning, everybody.
Good morning.
Oh, Shri.
All right, we're actually getting some folks to join here. So One Summit, one dead pen. So the 4 agenda items are MWC, one summit presentation, the white paper, and meeting schedule. So do we change the time that we're meeting to a different time? Anybody have any other agenda items that they want to cover today?
Yeah, I have one on the business development. When do we start kind of business development?
Okay.
Paul, I wanted to just drop in to ask a quick question, then I have to drop.
Okay.
I have an announcement I wanted to put onto the OPI website to announce the IPDK release, which has part of it has been transitioned to OPI. So it from that perspective, there's a part of OPI that's been released for storage.
Okay.
What is the process to get that started?
Can you send me a blog post of that, and we can put it in the news section?
Okay.
Just something
Perfect.
that's a one pager blog
Yeah.
post, and myself or May can get that posted.
Awesome. All right. That's all I have. Thank you. And I will join at the new time. Thank you.
All right, thanks.
Bye.
All right, so that's the first one down. Dan's going to send that, and we'll get it posted to the website. I saw his email about that update. All right, One Summit. I did receive a message back that we have a session there at One Summit. It is in the end of March, beginning of April, I believe, is the timeline for that. Right now, it's scheduled with the way it was submitted was just a kind of a discussion of the demo that we did at OCP and what that means and what that looks like. Initially, it has me down as the presenter. Welcome to have someone else take that over for me if they want to. But that's what we've got so far. Any thoughts, questions?
It looks like that event is on April 29th. If I have
Oh, is
it
it
right.
April 29th?
One Summit LF Networking Summit. Yeah, I believe it's April 29th.
Okay, good. So I remembered it was at the end of one month at the beginning of the other. So
Yeah.
All right.
I think the dates are on April 29th, I think, but we may have to submit a content maybe early April or maybe
Yeah, I'm certain that there's a date that we've got to submit the bio and abstract and whatever they're going to put on the website.
correct. Yeah.
We submitted an abstract and I think my bio, but we've got to, if we rejigger it, we'll have to do that. And it's May is the one who's been receiving the communication on that. I haven't been receiving it. She submitted, but with my name on it.
Awesome. Are you okay to present in terms of timing?
I believe I'm okay to present in terms of timing and budget. It'll be next quarter. I'm assuming that I'll have at least one trip worth of budget in me. For next
Because I
quarter.
think that event overlaps with one. Well, maybe not. Hold on a second. No, okay, sorry. I thought the OCP in Lisbon was that week, but it's the week before.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'd much rather go to Lisbon. I like Lisbon, but yeah, the One Summit is in San Jose, I believe. So just one more trip to San Jose. All
It looks
right.
like we're gonna have somebody at the OCP summit the week before, so we can add that at some point to our marketing plans.
Okay.
Either myself or Brian will present, and it will have content from OPI.
Okay.
Sorry, this has been distracting to your.
Nope. I'm just taking a note down. Perfect. All right, MWC. We all have someone going. We asked our respective companies to let us know what their plans are. And what I'm trying to find that there was a spreadsheet, a Google Drive sheet that May sent, that she was asking everybody to put down what each company was doing. I
Yeah, there's
saw
a
the
link to it in the outreach thread.
outreach Slack.
Yeah, I would grab it, but I'm not at my desk right now. I apologize.
Grab it. There it is. And I will copy that link into the chat. So be added to the meeting. Into the chat. Paste. And so, yes, that meeting, that has not been really filled out by anybody. So
I
we
added
know who's
something.
going to be at which location, but no one's put any. There you go. Mark is presenting static.
Yeah, I added some information. We just have a static display of a DPU card, and we're going to be meeting with partners. So what I'm really after are target companies that we want to reach out to, so I can start trying to set up meetings with these companies. That's really what I'm hoping to get, because I don't know that there's anything going to be displayed demo wise at the event, right?
Mm-hmm. We don't have anything demo wise. I don't believe F5 does. We're working on prepping the two people we know that are going with OPI ready content, so they can, if talk about it, they can figure it out. So those two will be Benito Lopez or Kashari Singh. They'll both be there, and we're gonna prep them with OPI ready content. So, anything you wanted to add there, Laura? Doesn't sound like it.
Sorry, that was a slow pause. It would be good for everybody to know, just have a certain amount of information about who's. I know that we know who's going to physically be there, but how to connect with each other, just so we can do a little bit of pre-planning, and so that we can prep any folks who aren't currently participating at OPI in sort of the general conversations that we may want to have with each other, that are related to OPI, to just help our companies connect with each other beyond the level that we're currently at.
Mm-hmm.
And also to help facilitate evangelizing of the work that we're doing, because it's the right place to do it, or at least to get the start outside of the SmartNIC Summit.
You know, I'm happy to set up meetings there, Laura. So if anybody wants to meet, like for instance, the folks from F5, we should probably meet early on in the show, exchange notes, or, flag each other's, walk through each other's booth if there's any content to look at, so that we can be prepared to meet with potential new members.
Yes, and then also just to help other people that are representing OPI that may not have already done it understand how to support each other sort of in the process. Because I think for some people, it'll be newer than others, right?
Yep. One of the things that we're going to try and work on with our service provider telco team is taking the OPI deck, the OPI message, and adding a service provider flavor to it. That makes sense.
For sure.
and we'll share that back to the rest of the team, as a service provider flavor of our kind of messaging. And if anybody else wants to participate in that, please.
Yeah, I'd be happy to help out, Paul, and also flag it with my team, right? So make sure that folks within the organization that are going to be going to the show are aware and can provide feedback.
Okay.
I'll need that as well, so might as well be a joint, setup.
Okay. Good. I imagine that that we can get a LOD to help with that as well.
Yeah. So maybe that spreadsheet that we have would be good to just add a column for who's going to be there representing news or OPI from the various companies. Because if we get some names there, then it's a lot easier to, to be able to connect with them.
Here we go. Make that.
I can add my name. So when would be the next show that we would have the demo, a demo showcased? Are we going to do something at One Summit with a booth or
No, we aren't. The last time we got together and discussed it, we said Smart Next Summit was probably the better place for us to do that.
Okay.
And so we need to reach out to them and figure out what's going on. So that is a plan.
Okay.
Any other stuff on the MWC? All right, the white paper. So I did a little bit of work on the white paper, and then Sridhar did quite a bit more work on it. And again, I'm gonna look for it. Did you send that to the did you send a link to the outreach? No, I don't see it in there. Give me a second to find that.
Yeah, I think you had forwarded to outreach, I think. Yeah.
There is the draft white paper.
So on that part, right? So I just need comments on which sections need more work, right? So if anybody can add those comments, I will continue updating those sections.
Okay, sounds good. I will review it again. Oh good, looks like you got the most recent logos added.
Yeah,
Good.
because we Solid Run is also not a member anymore, so I had to remove them also.
Right. They did not.
Is there a link to the white paper in the Slack discussion?
I am going to put it in the just copied it, and I'm going to put it in our chat here. There it is. All right.
Okay, I just requested access from my NVIDIA account. So
Okay, once I get that, I will. Or Sridhar, you may be the one that receives that. I think you opened this.
Oh, I have already shared the access.
Okay, I'm able to see it now. Thanks.
Okay, good. Okay, so if we could all take a pass at this over the next week, that would be great. Seeing what else needs to be added, if anything. There
Right. So-
is a
Hmm.
the POC working group, so that's good. I think that's new.
So all the working groups are there, but what I need is which sections are weak, so that I
Okay.
can work on improving those sections. So you
Okay,
just mentioned that, hey, this section is weak, we need more work on it, kind of a thing. Something like that. Some comments would be very helpful.
okay. I will take a look at it again this week as well. Adding it to my calendar. Next one was, when do we want to start meeting with the business development team? To go after, at this point, it looks like Juniper and Cisco. I'm not sure how much we'll get out of Juniper at this point. Seeing as how they're in the middle of being purchased by HPE. Is it HPE, right? I
Yeah.
think so.
Yeah.
Yes, HPE is buying Juniper.
I don't know how quickly that one will close, or if it's a year out, or that sort of thing. I don't think it's as controversial as, say, a VMware was, that took about a year or two to get closed. But anyway, so those are the two that I know that we want to go after for as members. Has anybody, we've talked to X Site Labs. Has anybody else talked to them? Have they ever been on your radar, Sridhar?
Excite Labs, no.
Okay.
So why don't we clean up our list and then be ready to give it to the BD?
Okay.
See, the two things we need to begin with is maybe a slide deck so that this BD team can reach out to the potential members and talk about this basic initial slide deck. Of course, the round 2 meeting will happen with the OPI project members. The first round of discussion, if you have created some slide deck that we can share it with the potential members, we can do that. And the second thing is on who are the initial potential members that we think the BD should go and approach. Okay, so with these two, if we are ready with these two, we can take a call. Hey, for example, hey, let's start from 1st of February. All right, so something like that. So then we can make a decision on that.
Okay. I would think that the white paper would be one asset that we'd want to hand to these folks, and like an accompanying slide decks that you mentioned. So it sounds like we need to, and you don't think the existing OPI slide deck, the approved one,
I
really
think that's
hasn't been
good.
updated in 9 months? Is that okay?
I think that's good. We just have to slightly clean it up if at all any stale information is there. I think that's pretty good. I think we can proceed with that. Yeah.
Okay. All right. So let's wait for the white paper to be done. Then we'll hand from this group, we'll hand it to TSC, have them take a look at it, and then we can use that as a start point for our business development discussions.
Yeah.
Cool.
So any tentative date anybody has in mind, so that I can ask that team to be ready. Hey, OPI might need BD engagement from so and so date, so that they can allot somebody to start working with OPI soon.
I, 'Cause The beginning of March or beginning of April would be my guess.
See, for me, the way I look at it, right, once you all are back from MWC and you have some names, we should quickly start soon after our MWC is what I believe. So maybe 1st of March should be the
Okay.
our target. Let's target for 1st of March, even if it delayed, then it's okay, but let's target for 1st of March. Because when it's fresh from MWC, it's easy to start engaging with them and maybe bring on some of them.
Okay.
By the way, Feb 5th is the deadline for OCP regional. Are we submitting to that?
I don't think so. I mean, Mark said ARM was going to be at the regional one in Lisbon.
Okay.
We could submit a session and have him present it if he's going to be there.
Yeah, that could be interesting, right?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Maybe anybody in touch with the OCP leadership?
No, I'm not.
Okay, so why don't I set up a meeting with our LF leadership who kind of monthly once they meet this OCP, and from the recent discussion what I heard, there is an kind of potential collaboration, or there is some kind of overlap in the work that they want to do and that which OPI is already doing. So my thinking is that if we collaborate now, it kind of avoid that kind of duplicating that effort, I believe. So if anybody from this group, you're okay, I can set up a meeting with our LF leadership who usually meets this OCP leadership once in a month, kind of.
Okay.
Is this a concern that they brought up, Sridhar, or is this something we're just preempting?
Oh, it's rather that they shared a plan that they want to do, and that was shared with me. Then I thought, hey, this seems to be an overlapping with the OPI. Let me also try to check with OPI if they wanted to discuss with the OCP leadership now, kind of thing.
Yeah. Okay. I'd be interested to see what that proposal looks like, or what they're suggesting that looks to be very close to OPI. ARM is obviously heavily involved in OCP, so we're sitting on in both organizations. I didn't know of any of overlap, but I'd love to hear what their thoughts are.
So this is our based on our telco use case that we are targeting in OPI that we want to prioritize this year. Actually, one of the priorities for 2024, right? So it's kind of related to that.
Okay.
Basically, hardware acceleration for telco data plane scenarios.
Okay.
Like this isn't exclusively for 5G or that type of network interface.
No. It's they're OCP mostly hardware, right? This is basically around the hardware acceleration part. Yeah.
Right. Okay. Yeah, I'd love to hear more about what the overlap is and be part of these discussions. I'm also part of the DPDK board, and on OCP, we've got a lot of touch points. Again, it hasn't come up, in discussions internally at ARM, so I'd love to hear.
So maybe if you discuss with the Bijan and Navrozi anytime.
I don't interface with the leadership team in OCP.
Okay.
Not myself. There's somebody else at ARM that manages that.
Okay.
So yeah, Sridhar, if you want to set something up, we'll try and get the right folks.
Okay, I will do
to
that.
attend. I think it'd be us. It'd be Joe. Maybe Alon.
Yeah. True.
And see if we can pull some people together. for that meeting?
So this information I got only yesterday, so I'll collect more information today, and yeah, we will take it further. Thank you.
Yeah, there must be a group of companies promoting a project under OCP for this. It'd be good to understand who those members
Yeah.
are. You know, are they aware of OPI, and is there an allergy to working under OPI?
Yeah, that's precisely my thinking.
Yeah. Okay. And also, you know, Sridhar, even like with MWC around the corner, it seems like that would be a great place for them to be. So there may be an opportunity to meet some of these companies in person while we're there.
Yeah, that's a good research. I'll talk to our LFD team now today.
Sounds very good. And the last thing on my list is the meeting schedule. So we talked about in Slack possibly moving this meeting to Wednesdays at 9. There were several that said they couldn't do it this early in the day. Dan Daly being one, Joe being another. He'd like to attend sometimes, but he's got a conflict at this time. What are your all thoughts on moving it to every other Wednesday at 9 a.m. just before, I'm trying to find my calendar again, just before the Dev POC working group?
Yeah, I've got a standing meeting at that time.
Okay.
That's internal to ARM. I'd have a hard time making it.
How about a Tuesdays at
The
10?
Wednesdays at 9, I have a conflict just one Wednesday a month, but
Okay.
so generally that'd be okay with me. But sorry, go ahead, and what was the next possible date?
Tuesdays at 10 after the OPI provisioning and lifecycle work group meeting.
Yeah, that works for me. I wouldn't have a problem with that time.
That's fine with me as well.
Laura, does that work for you? Tuesdays at 10?
Yeah, I can do that. I can only stay for half an hour though, because I typically have
Mhm.
I have a standing meeting from 10:30 to 10:30 on. But I could still join for half an
I
hour.
will need to ask May what her schedule is, since she's usually doing this as well. It says she is she's traveling for work. Let me ask her, see if she responds back.
Yeah, I could meet her in person yesterday.
Are you where she is?
Yeah, in San Diego.
Okay. She has her notifications turned off, so she's not available yet. If you'll ask her, that'd be great.
Yeah, I will do that. I will talk to her in another 30 minutes, and I'll let you know.
Okay.
So for now, it's on Tuesdays, 10 a.m. Pacific, right?
Tuesday, 10 a.m. Pacific is, I'm asking if that works for everybody else. I just asked in the Slack channel, and I asked May in Slack. You'll talk to her today, and we'll figure out if that works.
Okay. Bi-weekly.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah, we seem to we do it every week, we seem to not have, we weren't getting very much participation and running out of things to talk about, so. All right, I think that concludes it for today. Any other topics? Perfect. I am thinking we are good then. Let's meet. Let's plan on meeting Tuesday at 10 in 2 weeks, unless something changes, and I'll figure it out via Slack. Okay,
Sounds good, Paul.
and I'll
Thanks,
change
Paul.
the meeting invite as well if we get there. Okay.
Thanks so much, Paul.
All right. Thanks all. Have a
Take care.
good morning and
You too.
the rest of your day. Bye.
Bye-bye.